Today we're going to look at making a virtual classroom within Seesaw using the new features of adding links and adding videos. So in your activity library, you're going to click Create a New Activity. From there, we're just going to title it what you want to title it. I'm going to say Virtual Classroom Eric Carl, and I'm going to make an Eric Carl room. And you're going to work in the Add Multimedia Instructions or Example section. So you're going to click there, and you're going to click the drawing tool because we're going to work on the whiteboard. And what you're going to want to do to create a virtual classroom similar with Google Slides is you're going to want to find a background for your classroom. And so I've already, you can just put in a background if you just want a simple color background. You can have a file already uploaded, and so I found a file that I want to upload. So I'm going to click Camera, Upload, and then I have the background that I already wanted, and I searched for a floor to wall background image. And once I have that in place, I'm going to click the three buttons and I'm going to lock that. And if you haven't looked for things on Google Images yet, you can type in, let's say, classroom rug, and you can click on images. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use that tool setting, drop the menu down, and under color, I'm going to click transparent. Then when you do that, you can scroll and you can look for one you like. I like that one. I actually like the purple one better. And you see it doesn't have a background on the image. I'm actually just going to drop that into my folder that I have on my desktop, and I'm going to go back to Seesaw, and then I can upload it by clicking that camera button. And there's my rug. And I can add my rug and use the dots to make it whatever size I'd like. And then I'm actually gonna make it a little longer and lock that into place. And you can do that for every image that you find. And you can place them in your classroom and just build it. And you're going to lock it into place. You can also, if I know I want everything in this folder, I can add them all at the same time by selecting them all, so I don't have to keep going back. So I know I have that one and I have this one. Let's see, I'm going to have a Grouchy Ladybug book, and I'm going to add her to my bookshelf. I'm just going to add these books where I see fit. Now that you have everything in place, the images that I locked are like this bunting. I didn't want that to move, and I didn't want Eric Carl to move or his picture to move. The table I have not locked. Remember, you click those three dots and lock it so that it's in place. But what I want the kids to do is be able to click on any of these books, and I want them to be able to go to a story from Eric Carl. And so to do that, I've already got some stories in Safe Share, and so you can do the same thing with YouTube. Look for the share icon, copy that URL, and then you're back in Seesaw, and I want this brown bear to be the bear that's linked. So when I click the three dots, I'm going to get that link option, and then I'm going to add the URL, and then I'm going to lock the bear in place. And so now when the kids see, they're going to see a link button, and they're going to know to click on that, and it'll take them right to the story of Brown Bear, Brown Bear. And I'm going to do that for all the animals on. I can do that for all the stuffed animals or the books. I'm going to do Polar Bear next, and I'm actually going to use a YouTube video this time. So you can see the share icon is down here, and I'm just going to copy that URL, and then I'm going to click those three buttons on the object, link it. And so I can do that for all these stuffed animals and all the books if I'd like. Now that I've got everything linked, I've got a polar bear, a kangaroo, and everybody's got their stories attached to them. You can also add your Bitmoji on here if you want. If you're using Google Chrome, there is a Bitmoji extension, and once it's on there, you can click on it and you can use whichever Bitmoji you'd like. I want a sitting one will be fine. And then you can right click it and drag it onto your desktop if you want. And then you're just going to upload it the same way. So click on the camera, click upload. and I find that it is too big, so I'm actually going to move the Hungry Caterpillar. Remember to lock that into place. Then I'm going to add myself in here, and this is just a reading room. Need to remember to click those three dots and lock it. And then once you're happy with your virtual classroom in here, you can click the check button. You'll need to go back and add directions since this is just an example, and then click Save. So this is in your library, and I'm going to click on it, and you can see this is what the kids will actually see. So they see all of the links, and they'll know that's where they can click so that they can go into different stories. And that's how you make a virtual classroom in Seesaw. I hope you found that helpful.